welcome back to Go Off Twin. My name is Maddy, and this is episode 3. And if you couldn't tell by the title, we have some things to talk about. First being how to shut the fuck up. And I know you're sitting there probably thinking, why are you telling me to shut up and you're sitting here yapping? Let me clarify. Sometimes people just need to sit in silence. Everybody needs silence. Slow down. Sit in the silence, think about what you're going to do. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how I love to sit in silence. I love the silence. I've thrived in the silence. I love peace and quiet. Growing up in a toxic household where everything is always so loud and combative and argumentative, and there is no running away from the loudness, from the combativeness, there's no hiding. You develop ways in your own mind to kind of step back and remove yourself from the situation. This is seen as dissociation. I think everybody does it, even if you don't mindfully think you're doing it. But for me, if I needed silence in my own head, I didn't want to feel what was going on around me, I would dissociate for silence in my head. And that was the only time I could really sit back and think and reflect and kind of escape from whatever was going on. And growing up and then around other people saw me as antisocial or maybe non-emotional, but it was really just me behind this block in my head having the time of my life. Like, you think I'm not interacting and I'm not talking to you guys, but I'm drawing up a whole story in my head. Like, don't worry about it. I was having time of my life. But sitting in this silence in my own head, but also kind of perceiving what's around you, you kind of pick up on things. You pick up on how people are acting around you, their cues, their nonverbal cues, their body language. You pick up on all these kind of things. And for me, a big thing was energy. When you can find these little fine-tuned details, and this could be partially anxiety too, and you're just picking up on certain things people do. But my big thing was energy. You can tell when somebody's energy's off. You can tell when they were happy. You can tell when they were sad, when they were acting weird, when they had bad intentions. And that's only because I had a sense of silence in my mind that I could pick up on these things. And when you can perfect how to sit in silence and notice these connections around you, how people are acting around you, you can really reflect and pick up on what you need to do in your life. The first point I'm going to bring up is your self-worth. If you are constantly talking to your friends, you're talking to coworkers, you're talking to teachers, you're talking to whoever, you're using up all of your energy to speak, to get your thoughts out. If you're not being reciprocated with the emotion you want to reciprocate, or if you're not getting the feedback you want to get, shut up. Why are you giving all of your attention and wasting your breath on these people who don't want to listen to you? If you're sitting in a conversation, and I know everybody has, you in a conversation with friends, you feel like you're trying to get your word out and they're having a good conversation, you throw something out there and everybody ignores you. They kind of look at you and look back and continue their conversation. If you've ever been made to feel that way, if you're in a group meeting and you throw a thought out there and everybody ignores you and keeps going on, if you felt that way, if you've told your loved one or told your friend how you felt and they didn't reciprocate it, they left you on red, they walked away, they didn't talk to you, shut up. Stop giving them that energy. They don't deserve to hear you speak. They don't deserve to hear anything you have to say. They don't deserve your thoughts. They don't deserve your emotions. They don't deserve any of that. Stop giving them all of your attention. You're wasting your own mental health. You're wasting your own personal space. Fuck them. You do not need them in your life. Put up the block, cut them off, and go on about your way. There's so many other people out there that will respect you, that will listen to you, that will cater to your every need, that will listen to your thought. You do not need people in your life who don't want to share the same words as you. They don't want to share the same air as you. They don't want to speak in the same air as you. They can't stand to listen to you. You don't need that. Hear me again. You don't need that. I don't care how long you've been friends. I don't care how long you've been working with them. I don't care if this is a boyfriend, a girlfriend, if you feel like nobody is listening to you and you are going through something in your own mind and you can't get it out, leave them. Leave them. And then shut the fuck up. My next point with this. When you shut up, you can notice around you who acts. If you stop talking, if you stop reaching out, if you stop voicing your opinions, is anybody going to notice around you? If you don't show up to work, or you don't show up for a meeting, or you're not putting your input in, is somebody asking, hey, are you okay? Do you want to put your thought in? What do you think of this? You're in the wrong environment. If somebody's not asking you, you're in the wrong environment. And if you really want to test a friendship, if you want to test a relationship, shut up. Stop talking. Are they going to reach out? Hey, I haven't talked to you in a few days. Hey, I feel like you're being kind of distant. Then you have your answer. Somebody's paying attention to you. If they don't care enough to pay attention, you need to let it go. Let them be. You've shut up, you've got your answer, and now you can walk away. And the next thing I'm going to bring up is arguments. People being argumentative, people being combative. It's not worth your time. It's really not. You can have a civil conversation and a civil argument going back and forth if both parties are listening and both opinions are being perceived. But if they're not being perceived, then it doesn't serve you. It's not worth it. This hooting and hollering and yelling and raising your blood pressure and raising your heart rate, it's not worth it. It's not. If they're not paying attention, they don't want to listen, it's not your job to teach them. I know so badly that you want them to feel your side and to feel what you want them to feel and for them to know how you feel, and that you want them to react how you want them to react, and that's not real life, and that doesn't always happen. So why are you wasting your breath? Why do you care? I know it hurts. Be the bigger person. Shut your brain off, shut up, step back, and let it go. You're constantly wasting your energy fighting there for these people who don't want to listen, getting angry, yelling all these things, and they're not listening. So what's the point? If it's going through a brick wall and they're not perceiving it, what's the point? You've wasted your energy, you've wasted your headspace for somebody who doesn't want to listen to you, somebody who wants you to shut up. So you know what you do. You shut up and you walk away. Are they going to expect that from you? No, they want you to sit there and take it. They want a reaction from you. They want to get you out of character. Don't give them that. Walk away. Don't let them see you act like a fool, raise your voice, cuss, fight, do whatever. No, don't let them see you like that. You are the bigger person. You will always be the bigger person. You're not going to fall for that. You're not going to fall for whatever trap or trick they set up for you and they want you to get you out your name. No, you're not going to do it. Shut up and walk away. And that's what's going to eat them up, is that they could not get a reaction from you. They couldn't get you out of character. They couldn't get you to sit there and argue and play into their delusions. No, walk away. And on that note, with people with delusions, when you are suffering, when you are going through something, by all means, you have to tell the people closest to you. People need to feel supported. You need to get love and feel like you have somebody to vent to. I get that. You have to pay attention to people around you who don't want the best for you. When I say that, I mean, you had a bad day at work. You're venting about your boss. I hate my boss. I just want to leave. I want to do I don't know what to do. You can tell a friend and they're going to give you good advice. You can tell another friend and they're going to tell you, quit that job. Fuck him, quit that job. How is that benefiting you? How is that benefiting you? And I say that meaning the friend giving you advice is rooting for you. They want to help solve your problem. They want to help lift you up. The friend telling you just to up and quit, how are you going to pay your bills? How are you going to feed yourself? There's always going to be somebody in the background preying on your downfall, praying that you fuck up, something for them to gossip about and for them to laugh at. They are waiting for you to stumble and fall for their own gain. That's why when you're going through something, if you're on hard times or you're going through it with somebody, sit in silence, think about it, come to your own conclusion, make your own mind up before you let these demons in that are going to try and prey on your downfall, and they wish the worst on you. And it can be your friends. You think these people are so close to you and they're at home talking shit about you and they're wanting anything but the best for you. So be at peace with your own mind. Be at peace with your decision, how you want to go about things. It's okay to ask for advice, but at the end of the day, you have your own decision made up in your mind before these people prey on your downfall. Another part of that is accomplishments and moving forward. When you're progressing, you're getting better in the gym, you're getting through school, you're losing weight, you're getting that job you wanted, do it in silence. Do it in silence. Nobody needs to know that you're going to the gym and killing it every day. You know you're doing it. Nobody needs to know that you're getting all A's in school. You know you're doing it. In your mind, you're at peace. You know you're doing a good job. If you don't feel proud of yourself, take a minute and look at yourself. I went so long waiting for somebody to be proud of me, for my dad to say that I'm proud of you, and I was doing nothing but suffering. I'm getting these new jobs, I'm passing these classes, and the whole time I'm thinking, I just want somebody to be proud of me. You are proud of you. You be proud of you. You put yourself in this situation. You did it all by yourself. Don't let anybody take that from you or put you down, or you need somebody else to tell you that. You did it all by yourself. You did it. Don't give anybody else the credit. You did it. And when you go through these trials and you're moving on, you're having all these accomplishments, and when you can finally be at a place where you feel accomplished in yourself and proud of yourself, be careful who you share your accomplishments with. Be careful. Same thing, you post that, hey, I got this new job, and you're so happy about it, and you post it on Snapchat, or you post it on Instagram, you post it on Facebook. Somebody is watching your story saying, she's not smart enough for that. How did she get that job? I would never see her doing that. She could never do that. Somebody is always in the back preying on your downfall, putting that bad energy out there, not wanting you to succeed. Climb your mountain in silence. Get up the stairs in silence. Pay attention to who your close friends are, who your circle is, who you can share these accomplishments with. If they're not on the same level as you, to not look down on you or look up at you and have jealousy and rage, they're not in your circle. They're not on the same level. Why are you bothering giving them your energy? Why are you bothering? You're on your own path. You're on your way up. If they're not proud of you, if they're not standing next to you and they have the same mindset and the same goals, don't let them in. You greet them with silence. They don't deserve anything from you. They deserve silence. You don't prey on their downfall. You wish the best for them, but you greet them with silence. My next point is, you have to be okay with being quiet, being by yourself. If you can't handle being by yourself, reflecting, entertaining yourself, knowing what to do when you're by yourself, when you're not with friends, when you're not with family, when you're not with a crowd, you have things to work on. You have to be okay with being by yourself. If you're not, you're codependent on something. And if you're codependent on a relationship, a friend, family, all it's going to do is hurt yourself mentally, physically, and where you need to be at in life, the goals you need to set. You can't be dependent on somebody your whole life. It's okay to confide in people, to ask for help, but at the end of the day, you are you. You came into this world by yourself. You'll leave this world by yourself. You are all you have. There's people in life who will support you and stand by you, but at the end of the day, you are all you have. Turn up by yourself. Have a little dance party in your head. Do what you need to do by yourself. You are you. Reflect by yourself. Read a book. Do what you need to do. Stop depending on these people for your happiness, for your peace, for you to have a clear mind. You need to learn how to do that yourself. And if you can't do that, sit and reflect. I'm telling you, sit and reflect. Actually, matter of fact, go stand in the corner. Put your nose in the corner, go stand in there. Think about it. I want you to think about it. Are you constantly thinking when you're by yourself, oh, I could be texting so-and-so, or I can go hang out with so-and-so, or I can go do this? No, you need to say, I can sit here by myself. I can entertain myself. I can read this book. I have things I want to do. I like being by myself. Can you say that yet? Okay, you can't get out of the corner. Go back. I'm just kidding. But I say all that to say, be happy with yourself. Be confident in yourself. Have respect for yourself. Have a stable mindset so you can be able to do those things. You don't need somebody there holding your hand just to be able to be confident in yourself. And that's the biggest tool you can have, is having some self-respect. And another way you can do that is stop giving people your energy. Be quiet. Be quiet. Relationships, the person at work that's pissing you off, be quiet. They don't deserve your energy. Give it somewhere else. Make it work towards that book you want to finish, or that workout you want to try out, or this new recipe you want to try out. Put your energy somewhere else where it's something productive, something that's going to be perceived, something malleable that you're going to actually do. Put it towards something productive. My next point is, especially for you yappers out there, this is for you. Sharing is caring. If you're always the one talking in the situation, talking, adding in, you feel like nobody else is talking, be quiet. Step back. Give the people who don't have a voice a chance to speak. Give them time. Give them the opportunity. Give them the dance floor. Let them speak. If you are confident in yourself and everything we talked about earlier, you're like, yeah, that checks off. Okay, I still want you to be quiet. You need to step back and let these other people grow too. You're doing all the talking, you need to bring it down to a 2. Somebody else needs to step up and let in the conversation. If you notice somebody being quiet too, check on them. Give them the opportunity to speak. If you notice that you're the one running around and you're the one being so loud, look at the people being quiet. Are you checking on them? Are you giving them the opportunity to speak? Check on these people. The same situation that other people were in, that we just talked about earlier, and they're thinking so much in their head, and they're self-reflecting. Why don't you get some advice from them? Why don't you check on them? See how they're feeling. Come to a consensus. Bring these other people up to the same level you are on. You can run a race alone, but you're going to get done with it a hell of a lot quicker if you got people with you. Bring these people up to your same level. Find people that have the same goals, that have the same mindset, that are headed on the same path as you. You never know. You're not talking to so-and-so in the corner of the meeting because she's quiet. She probably has the best ideas. You're leaving so-and-so out of the conversation and you're not really good friends and she doesn't really talk when you're around. She could be your best friend for life. These people who are quiet are the most disciplined and the most skilled people. Bring them into your life. Learn something from them. Bring them up to your level. So you both can succeed. Why not everybody succeed? You want everybody around you and that's wanting to grow. You want them to succeed with you. Why not? Stop hating on people and wishing and pushing them down and wishing the worst on them. You're not like that. You're better than that. Bring them up with you. You may not like them. There might be something annoying about them. They might laugh a little too much. Bring them up with you. Be a caring person. Check up on people. Check up on your friends. Check up on your workers. Check up on the person you never talk to. Check up on the guy you pass on the street who looks like he's having a bad day. Check up on these people. Have a quiet mind and be at peace, and help these other people have a quiet mind and be at peace. And just kind of wrapping up, I just wanted to talk about a little bit more about my experience and how I've kind of handled things and, my outlook now. Again, I used to never be able to argue with people. It was my instinct to kind of shut it off, and I literally could not speak. You could raise your voice at me and it was just instinct. The wall is up in my mind. I've stepped back. I cannot speak. It's just instinct. I'm back there chilling. Ain't no words coming out of my mouth. When you can find people who check up on you when you're in this state. Say I'm in an argument. My boyfriend, for example, wonderful person, has really gave me the opportunity to grow and get through things that I would have never been able to get through with people who were not headed towards the same goals and the same levels that I wanted to be. If he didn't have such a big voice and reached out his hand and helped me find my voice, I wouldn't be here. Same thing I'm telling you, you need to see these people who don't have a voice. You need to reach out your hand and help them find their voice. But anyways, I couldn't argue, and I remember just me and my boyfriend, he would raise his voice just to get me in that state and then kind of talk me through it. Like, hey, like, it's okay. We can talk. Like, we're going to start talking now. And I remember he was changing my perception. Like, I come out of, imagine in my mind that I kind of retreat in a corner of my mind and I close the closet door and I lock it. I can hear what's going on outside the door, but I'm scared and frightened in the corner and I can't bring myself to unlock the door. When somebody teaches you that it's okay to kind of come to the door, then you can finally find your voice in your own mind. So I slowly got to inch towards the door, and I realized that even though there was a lot going on outside and there was fighting and there was yelling, that I was safe to come out. I was safe to kind of get up to the door. I could open the door and look out, and then I see there's a hand waiting there for me. And I could take the hand and I can get out and I can find my voice. And now I can have an opinion in an argument, and I can raise my voice in an argument, and I can jump in too. And it's this newfound feeling when somebody is paying attention to you and somebody is listening. You spent all this time quiet in your mind that nobody was listening to you. And then you see somebody who notices, that listens to you, it changes everything. Hey, I'm going to yell just for fun. I'm going to argue just for fun. I'll argue with you what time of day it is or what kind of weather it is outside. I will argue with you. I will argue with you Drake over Kendrick. I will argue every single day. For why? Because I want to. Because now I can. And there's no hard feelings. There's no anger. It's just for fun. And I didn't used to get to do that before at all. And healthy arguing is a great thing. And if you can't healthy argue with your partner right now, or with your friends, or whoever, they're not on your level. You can try your best, reach out your hand, try to get them to the same level as you, the same level-headedness as you. If they're not willing to jump up the step and come with you, let them go. Shut up, stop talking to them, let them go. Drop that hand, keep climbing up the stairs. You don't need them, and they clearly don't need you. Keep going up the stairs. Find somebody else. And if they don't want your hand, give it to somebody else. Keep trying. Why not? And it's okay to talk. It's okay to yap. I'm not saying you can't be funny and have fun with your friends and gossip a little bit, but just watch what you say. Watch who's being quiet. Observe. Use the silence to observe. See how the people around you are acting. If they're not reciprocating what you're saying, the level to which you're speaking to them, pay attention. I want you, the next time you talk to somebody, pay attention to them. How are they perceiving what you're saying? Are they kind of nodding and then turning the other way? What's their body language look at? Pay attention to these things. And if they're giving you not the attention you need, shut up. Shut up. Stop talking to them. Turn the other way. Somebody else would die to hear what you have to say. Would love to listen to you speak. Stop giving that away to people who don't care. Quit doing it. Anyways, I love a good yapper, and I know all you guys can be yappers, but sometimes we just need to sit back, sit in silence, and reflect. Think about yourself for a moment. Just think about it. Reflect. Relationships, your work, your job, everything. Think about what we talked about today. And put it into place, please. 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 I'll take a moment of silence if we need to. Let's just take a moment. Be silent. You can think right now in your head because I'm not listening to you. So think to yourself. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good week up ahead. Don't let the anger get to you. Don't let your job get to you. Don't let your friends get to you. Don't let anything get to you. Keep pushing forward. You have your own goal in mind. Keep going. I love you guys. Lindsay will see you guys next week, and then I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye, twins.